limited edition models from Ford are pretty common these days, and here's the latest, the Everest Wildtrak SUV. It's a family transporter during the week and your ticket to the great outdoors on the weekend. Does it fit the job description? Well, let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Right, let's get on with it and find out how wild or mild the Wildtrack really is. If you're thinking you've heard the Wildtrack name before, you're right. The Wildtrack has been one of the flagship models in the Aussie-developed Ranger Ute range for years. Now it's been loaned out to its close sibling, the Everest. All up, there will be 800 Everest Wildtracks sent Australia's way from the factory in Thailand, although Ford says another run is possible sometime. The Everest Wildtrack is the third 4x4 V6 in the lineup, sitting a couple of grand above the Sport and almost $5,000 below the plush Platinum luxury flagship. The logical rival for Wildtrack are the outgoing Toyota Prado GXL and VX, which it splits in price, but it's more expensive than the other ute-based SUVs like the Isuzu MU-X and Mitsubishi Pajero Sport. And a big reason Ford can charge that premium is right here under the bonnet, where you'll find a 3-litre turbo diesel V6 engine that tops all the Everest rivals for power and torque. It's also not too shabby on fuel economy either. Further down the driveline, you'll find a 10-speed automatic and a full-time 4x4 system, all topped off by a locking rear diff. So if you're waiting for me now to list all the mechanical bits and bobs that differentiate the Wildtrack from other Everests, you're going to be disappointed. This is purely a cosmetic effort. So it gets its own 20-inch alloy wheel, its own grille and bumper design, as well as unique side steps, and it borrows the panoramic sunroof from the top spec Platinum model. But that's about it. And I gotta admit, I'm a bit disappointed too. I was hoping Ford would put more effort into differentiating this model. Inside, it's a very similar story. There's very little that differentiates the Wildtrack from other Everest models. You've got some orange stitching here and there. The name is embossed into the seat. You don't even get the full-size digital instrument panel from the Platinum. That would help justify the spend. The good news is you get well-executed tech, plenty of storage, and comfy seats. Here's a big selling point of the Everest Wildtrack, and every other Everest for that matter. Lots and lots of seats to fit your family and friends. The second row is very flexible. It slides, it reclines, it split folds. It's also got some very cool features. USB points, adjustable aircon vents, fold down armrest with cup holders, all the things you need. One thing only for me though, at 180 centimetres is I feel a tad enclosed. Maybe just the tiniest bit short of legroom. And third row, that's for the kids. It's in the boot where the Everest's flexibility is on show at its very best. You can have anything from 2 to 7 seats upright, and you can fit as little as 259 litres of luggage and as much as 1,818 litres. The seats also fold flat into the floor, which makes loading and unloading easier. Right, but the only thing we're interested in from this point is the driver's seat, because we're going to take the Everest Wildtrack for a spin and see what it's like. So have I mentioned yet that the Everest Wildtrack isn't really much different to any other Everest? Yeah, I have, haven't I? Well, look, jump in the car and start driving, and I pick up one significant difference straight away. It's the ride. Now I've got to qualify that because the last Everest I drove was the Platinum flagship luxury model with really big wheels, and that seemed to impact on its ride quality. It was pretty sharp and pretty terse. Now, the Wildtrack hasn't turned into some boulevard cruiser, but it is that little bit more capable of ironing out the sharp-edged bumps and crags. It is more comfortable on its smaller 20-inch alloys. Look, out of the two, the Platinum and the Wildtrack, I'd pick the Wildtrack as the family transporter just because of that comfort level. So what does that mean for steering, handling and grip? Well, the car is well controlled. It weighs 2.5 tonnes and it's a ladder frame SUV, so it's not nimble, but it does steer with accuracy. It has a decent level of grip up to a point. Funnily enough, considering it's Aussie tuned, it behaves well on Aussie roads. And what does that mean for the engine? Well, 2.5 tonnes is a lot of weight to haul, and it definitely feels it. But it's an earnest, hard-working engine, pulls from low, revs out, delivers smoothly and quietly as well. The fuel economy worked out at 10.7 litres per 100 kilometres. That's not too bad considering what this engine's being asked to do. And that figure also includes some low-range off-road work. Now, speaking of that, we did lock in low range and the rear diff and went and tried some technical trails. Look, it went really well until the highway tyres ran out of grip and the driver ran out of talent. So if you are keen in doing a lot of off-road work, you probably do need to think about investing in some all-terrain tyres. The good news is 18-inch ATs come as a no-cost option when you buy the car, so you can order them at the dealership. Might be worth thinking about. So, if you're expecting the Wildtrack to be something different compared to other Everest models, then I think you've already got the message that you're going to be disappointed. On the positive side, what the Wildtrack does is add a third V6 4x4 model to the Everest lineup. And what it also does is underline just how competent the fundamental Everest package is. Look, if you're in the market for a family SUV that is capable both on-road and off-road, then the Everest should be at the top of your shopping list. It's as simple as that. Forget about the badges, just enjoy the car. Thanks for watching. Please let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.